ты должна знать русский, правильно?
No, I don't speak Russian, but I know Russian.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the exact moments that guaranteed these 2024 films their Oscar gold. Make sure you've seen these Academy Award winners, because a major spoiler warning is now in effect.
It was unnecessary how you treated that boy as well.
Their safety is my priority.
Harrison discovers the library renovation, The Brutalist. Best cinematography, Lowell Crowley.
Who authorized you to come into my home and tear everything apart?
Excuse me, sir.
Who the hell are you?
This was all supposed to be a surprise. Your son Harry told us not to expect you.
It is a goddamn surprise! My mother, an ailing woman, is sitting outside on the driveway, too frightened to come inside.
Brady Corbet's epic psychological drama never fails to impress when it comes to its literally towering visuals. Fitting for a film about architecture. Cinematographer Crowley, with whom Corbet has collaborated on his past 2 films, shot The Brutalist on 35mm VistaVision film, giving it a high-resolution sheen that always feels authentic. VistaVision technology allows for a larger frame size, granting almost any locale a sense of looming grandiosity.
We were just putting everything back in its place.
You've turned it all inside out. How do you know its proper place?
We have taken excellent care of your belongings, Mr. Van Buren. I don't know what to tell you.
Who are you?
Laszlo Toth.
This is best exemplified in an early, nerve-wracking scene in which Adrian Brody's Laszlo Toth is chewed out by Guy Pearce's Harrison Lee Van Buren for undertaking an unsanctioned construction project. It's almost hard to focus on Pearce's incredible performance. We're too busy admiring Corbet and Crowley's representation of the vast, imposing space.
I will confirm this with my son in the morning. My mother is sick. She needs to be inside so she can sleep. It's quite all right. This is not all right. This is my home.
The Wicked Witch is dead. Wicked. Best production design, Nathan Crowley.
It's good to see me, isn't it? Fellow Aussians, let me set the record straight. Yes, the Wicked Witch of the West is dead.
While the entirety of Oz is fully realized to stunning effect in Wicked, we'd have to say that the film's opening scene is modern-day production design taken to its maximum potential. In line with its subject matter, director John M. Chu's blockbuster musical wastes no time and cuts no corners in picking up right where Dorothy Gale left off in The Wizard of Oz.
Isn't it nice to know that good will conquer evil?
The screen is adorned with bursts of color everywhere you look, expanding on the look of the original film in pitch-perfect fashion. And we mean it when we said that the film's production team cut no corners. According to Crowley, they planted, quote, some 9 million actual bulbs in the British countryside to yield an establishing backdrop of rainbow stripes.
And goodness knows the wicked flies are lonely.
Basically the whole film. Wicked. Best costume design, Paul Tazwell.
I, for one, am so sorry that you have been forced to live with this.
Is that so?
Wicked is a marvel of practical effects, and audiences the world over were treated to its lush depiction of the world of Oz. Even better than richly deserving work being rewarded, the historical significance that goes along with Paul Tazwell's win. For his Oscar-winning work on Wicked, Tazwell became the first ever black man to win the Oscar for costume design, as well as only the second black person ever. Speaking to Teen Vogue, Tazwell spoke of his ethos behind Wicked's costuming, stating that, quote, "Function is a huge priority for me when I'm designing costumes. It has to be allowed to come to life, so it has to fit the actor properly and do everything it needs to do visually, but also move in space."
Well, it's so great to meet you. It's so great to meet. Hang on, what's that?
What?
I'm so sorry, man.
Sure,
Okay,
yes.
no, it's okay.
Well.
For you, my special guest. That's a keepsake for you to cherish for all of your days.
Cardinal Benitez's speech, Conclave. Best adapted screenplay, Peter Strawn.
My brother Cardinal With respect, what do you know about war?
A movie about the election of a new pope is hardly the first thing you can imagine becoming a viral sensation. And yet, that's exactly what happened in the case of director Edward Berger's political thriller, which enthralled audiences with no frills, old-fashioned thrills. While its all-star cast's performances and precise direction have a great deal to do with that success, the real star is Peter Strawn's airtight, clockwork screenplay.
I carried out my ministry in the Congo, in Baghdad and Kabul. I've seen the lines of the dead and wounded, Christian and Muslim.
Strawn, expertly immersing us into the world of the Holy See, uses the film's climactic moment to extol the virtues of choosing love and understanding over hate and fear. The little-known Cardinal Benitez's words serve as a soothing balm following the film's earlier tension.
When you say we have to fight, what is it you think we're fighting? You think it's those deluded men who had carried out these terrible acts today? No, my brother.
Toros arrives. Anora, Best Original Screenplay, Sean Baker.
What happened here?
She happened.
Hey, mister, can you tell this guy to untie me?
Yeah, she did this.
Hello?
In the scene that kicks the movie's second act into pulse-pounding high gear, Vanya's godfather poses an entirely new set of problems to the titular character. Upon hearing of Vanya's legally binding marriage to Annie, his parents send his godfather Toros to deal with the situation, introducing us to his likable henchmen Igor and Garnik.
Why is she on top of you, man? What's going on?
I don't know what's going on. Can you please tell him to untie me?
Зачем она на тебе лежит?
Я ее держу!
Put her down, please.
No,
Yes,
don't
put me down!
No, don't do that.
Tell him to put me down, please.
Put him down! Why are you holding her like that?
Ow.
Said Baker of the integral scene, it, quote, was very important, striking a balance between absurdity and seriousness, because it is absurd what's happening. These men don't know how to handle the situation. A deft blend of comedy and nail-biting drama, Baker's script is notable for not only its realism, but its sheer unexpectedness, as well as its subtle but effective world-building and character development.
I'm terribly sorry. But now we have to just call him, okay? Here, help me, please. He's on your phone?
Yeah, it's on the husband.
Okay, yep.
El Mal, Amelia Perez, Best Supporting Actress, Zoe Saldana.
Miren el químico que lo nombraron ministro de algo alquímico. Él hace poco mandó a matar a sus socios y familia, a chingar, y qué hicieron con esos cadáveres. Así no.
To be perfectly honest, this was not a win we were expecting, given Amelia Perez's abysmal reception and seemingly unending string of controversies. From its premise, to its music, to its cultural connotations, audiences of all different stripes had justifiable cause to leave director Jacques Audiard's surreal musical off their watch lists. However, if the film has any redeemable qualities, we would point to Zoe Saldana's highly committed performance as Rita Mora Castro, the titular character's attorney. The rap-rock number El Mal provides a showcase for Saldana's physical prowess, as well as her surprisingly adept flow on the mic.
Miren al secretario de Educación disque pública especialista en las empresas fantasmas. Hoy sus contratos sí son reales, pero las disque escuelas no se construyen ahora. Cuéntanos, Chucho, ¿de dónde sacaste tu jet, tu alberca, tu hotel?
Benji's Cemetery Outburst, a real pain. Best Supporting Actor, Kieran Culkin.
Hey, look, man, you're like completely knowledgeable about this shit, and it's impressive, man. And we all know that now and everything, but like these are real people, James. You know, they're not your little factoids lying in here, okay? They're not history lessons.
Benji,
just
please.
hey, maybe like take a seat. Text your wife.
I'm sorry if I said something to upset you.
No. Look, you know your shit. Don't get me wrong.
Writer-director Jesse Eisenberg's family comedy drama may have had somewhat lower stakes than some of its Oscar rivals, but it packed no less of an emotional punch. That's largely thanks to Emmy winner Culkin's locked-in performance as the unpredictable Benji, cousin to Eisenberg's more reserved David. On a guided tour through Poland to reconnect with their Jewish heritage, Benji's increasingly emotional, outlandish behavior comes to a head during a visit to the old Jewish cemetery in Lublin.
I'm just trying to be honest. If it helps to have feedback, that's what I'm doing. Okay. And I just think a major problem with your tour,
oh my God.
if I can just, this is okay? This is a free space?
Okay.
I just think we've been like completely cut off from anything that's like real, you know?
Despite David's objections, Benji can't help but vocalize his concerns about their tour's detachment from its subjects. Benji is brash, inappropriate, and bears no remorse for causing a scene, and Culkin manages to keep him real and three-dimensional the whole time.
Honestly, it's like a mostly amazing tour. I mean it, man. Like, I'm loving it. It's totally Dave's speed, but just like, chill on the facts and figures for just a little bit. I mean, would that be cool?
No, yeah, of course, yeah. Let's tone it down.
Cool. That's all I'm asking.
Signing the papers, Anora, Best Actress, Mikey Madison.
Мой сын ни перед кем здесь извиняться не будет. Понятно?
Конечно, не будет.
Because your son is a pussy.
What?
What? What? What? Did you not hear what I said?
Given that up-and-comer Madison appears in nearly every frame of Anora, it was tough to nail down one scene that defined her instantly iconic performance. However, if we had to go with one, you might be surprised to find out that it isn't in the film's second act. No, we decided to go with a subtler, but no less powerful moment that we felt spoke to Annie's growth journey.
And your son hates you so much he married one to piss you off.
That would be the moment in which Vanya's parents force an annulment on him and Annie, which sees her forcefully rejecting all the hollow status symbols she's picked up along the way. Madison's performance reaches its most compelling point here, standing tall in the face of adversity and overwhelming class inequality.
Oh, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Okay.
You know what? Why don't you take your coat too?
That's enough. Let's go.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You're very welcome.
The Drive Home, The Brutalist, Best Actor, Adrian Brody.
Do you want to wait around for another few years for another lawsuit to resolve itself? I am sick of it. Sick. You hear me? I finish this or we are finished.
Speak for yourself. I am not finished. Living with you is impossible.
The Brutalist is a devastating deconstruction of the American dream, whatever that means to you. Whereas the film's first half is hopeful, the second represents Laszlo Toth's downward spiral. During a business trip to Italy, Guy Pearce's Harrison assaults him, traumatizing the architect and causing him to act erratically, much to the chagrin and concern of those around him. Laszlo's wife, Erzsébet, admonishes him after one such incident for mistreating his staff.
We came here because it was our only option! Attila was here.
Well, you refused to see.
Ask him about that. Ask him. Did he tell you he kicked me to the street like a dog? Did he?
Laszlo explodes back at her, delivering a searing monologue that laments the two immigrants' less than warm welcome to America. Brody's gripping performance makes the character's suffering feel almost uncomfortably lived in, and impossible to tear your eyes away from.
Because they do not want us here.
Of course Attila wants us here.
Not Attila.
Then who do you mean?
The people here. They do not want us here. Audrey, Attila's Catholic wife, does not want us here. She does not want us here.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. The ending, Anora. Best Picture, Best Director, Sean Baker, Anora.
This car is very you.
Do you like it?
No.
As you probably could have guessed by now, Sean Baker's electrifying Best Picture winner is a wild ride. And it remains that way right up until the very end of the film, when a devastated Annie is driven home, right back to where she started, by Igor.
It's my grandmother's.
When he returns the wedding ring Vanya gave her, Annie attempts to thank him in, well, let's just say, adult fashion. However, when Igor attempts to gently reciprocate, Annie breaks down, and the film ends. Brilliantly but heartbreakingly capturing its core themes, the ending of Anora is somehow at once abrupt and perfectly timed. Director Baker's decision to leave things open-ended feels chaotic, messy, and frustrating, much like the film Anora itself. Which scene was your favorite Oscar moment of the year? Are there any that we missed? Be sure to let us know in the comments below.
That was beautiful, James. Thank you.
Okay, so let's do that, shall we, everyone?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.